In this lesson, we're looking at the magic wand mode of the lasso tool. Grab the lasso tool here and have a look down here in the options area. You'll see two buttons dealing with the magic wand. The one on the left simply activates the magic wand mode. The one on the right allows us to make some settings that influence the magic wand behavior. Now, the magic wand mode of the lasso tool only operates on bitmaps. So before I can show you anything, we're going to need to import a bitmap. And luckily enough, I've included this bitmap in your work files. So if you're working from the work files, choose File, Import, and Import to Stage. Locate the file called greenball.jpg. Select that, and here's an image file. We need to make one more step though. By default, when you import bitmap artwork, Flash treats it as a complete unit. Think of instances of symbols from the library. You can't directly edit them. So, we're going to need to break this apart. And that's easy enough. Choose Modify and Break Apart. Control B on a PC or Command B on a Mac. Now we can get at the individual pixels. Now the purpose of the magic wand is to select areas of similar color. And to use it, all we need to do is locate an area and single click. Because the area outside this ball is a solid black, the magic wand selects the whole area. If you want to add to that area, just click again. We've selected a smaller area because the green ball contains a gradient. Click a different area and you'll see how the magic wand works. All the areas that are similar in color are selected. To deselect everything, simply click on a selected area. Click to select, click to deselect. Now I'm sure you can see how handy this is. If I want to remove the black from around this ball, I can use the magic wand, select it, hit the delete key on my keyboard, and it's gone. But if we look closely, we'll see that we still have some black around the edge of this. So I'll undo this, deselect, and now's the time to start looking at the magic wand settings. Select that and you'll see we have two settings. The first one is threshold. This tells Flash how close in color adjacent pixels have to be for them to be selected. Lower values mean that adjacent pixels have to be very, very close. So if we set this to 1, the areas we click are very small. Deselect, let's go back here and set this to 100. Hit OK. And as you can see, that's very relaxed. So the settings you make here are really going to depend on your individual artwork and how you want it selected. Spend some time experimenting with this. Now the next setting is smoothing. We have 4 values here: pixels, rough, normal, and smooth. This works in a kind of similar way to the preferences we looked at earlier. At one extreme we have pixels, and at the other extreme we have smooth. Let's set this to smooth, hit OK, and select an area in the green ball. Zoom in, and you may have to zoom in quite a bit. You can see that the edges of it are fairly smooth. Select pixels, and you'll find that the edges are actually very rough. This is because Flash is basing its selection on the actual pixels in your bitmap. So the best way to think about this setting is, if you want smooth selection edges, set this to smooth. If you want individual pixels selected and you want it to be very precise, you can set this to pixels. Again, experiment with these settings. because they are going to very much depend on your artwork and what you want to do with it. And that brings us to the end of our lesson on the magic wand mode of the lasso tool.